You're listening to the AstroMommy Daily Horoscope, a forecast that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. Whether you're a first-time listener or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in the AstroMommy community. I hope you enjoyed today's horoscope and card reading. If you would like to support the AstroMommy Newsletter, there are several ways to do so. Subscribe on Substack, share it with a friend, schedule a reading, check out my family's Etsy shop, Metaphysical Flamingo, or just leave a tip. Without further ado, here is the Daily Horoscope. The waltz of the planets, Venus, Mercury, and the Sun are dancing at a ball with Neptune, Mars, and Jupiter. Daily Horoscope for Friday, November 11th, 2022. Good morning, friends. So there are fun items available in the shop. Zodiac patches, mugs, and I'm working on stainless steel water bottles with the Zodiac designs too. I also have 2 new blind contour drawing mugs for the Sagittarius season ready to launch. Have a celebrity that you'd like me to draw? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to draw your favorite celebrity without looking and see how hilarious it turns out. And then put it on a mug or a canvas print. Also, if you see a design that you love but would like it on a different item, like a mug, sticker, mousepad, or water bottle, let me know and I'll make it for you. We love custom orders and my daughter and I are happy to design them for you. Just last month, my daughter made a custom patch for my brother that turned out really cool. So let us know. Send me an email here or in the Etsy shop directly so we can start the custom order process. You can also make suggestions of what you would like to see in the shop. Your support means the world to us. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get into the astrology. The moon will quincunx Venus, and then an hour later at 8:32 a.m. Eastern Time conjoin Mars in Gemini. Then she will quincunx Pluto at around noon, and then ingress into the watery sign of Cancer at 7:22 p.m. Eastern Time. So today could feel a little bit like we are severing relations with someone in our life whom we have a love-hate relationship with. The quincunx aspect is when 2 planets are 150 degrees apart from each other and in signs that are in aversion. What this means is that these 2 signs do not see each other and thus want nothing at all to do with one another. It is not an auspicious time to make contracts, deals, or commitments. It is better to wait until a beneficial aspect forms to make your move. Venus in Scorpio perfects her quincunx to Mars in Gemini at 5:06 p.m. Eastern Time, and this is literally the goddess of love and the god of war at major odds with each other. This is like 2 lovers who once were in a romantic relationship, but now they are parting ways and want nothing whatsoever to do with each other. So it is possible during this transit for couples to break up and go their separate ways. It is also possible with this aspect to be in a relationship with someone whom you just don't see eye to eye with and you'd like nothing to do with, but for whatever reason you have to deal with them. We could see this a lot in family dynamics where people have to learn how to get along even though they may have nothing in common except the familial bond. Venus is moving fast, though, traveling at 1 degree 15 minutes of arc a day. She is still within the 3-degree orb of engagement with Neptune, and within a few days, next Tuesday, she will be forming a trine to Jupiter. So although she is in this weird space with Mars today, and she may feel lost in the sea of Neptune, she is heading toward benefic and helpful Jupiter, who, although he is retrograde, has a decent amount of essential dignity, being in his traditional home sign of Pisces. So he will be able to lend a helping hand to Venus, who, remember, is debilitated in the sign of Scorpio, her detriment. So I feel like this is one door closing with the quincunx to Mars, but another door opening on the horizon with the trine to Jupiter forming. Mercury is also closely behind Venus and thus going through the same aspect set. Mercury will make a trine to Neptune, exact on Saturday, a quincunx to Mars on Sunday, and then a trine to Jupiter on Wednesday. Then it will be the Sun's turn to go through the same aspect set, making a trine to Neptune next Monday, a quincunx to Mars on Tuesday, and then trine Jupiter on November 21st, 2022. So we have this rhythm happening, trine, quincunx, trine. It's like a planetary waltz, the best dancers being Venus and Jupiter, the 2 benefics, of course. This is like going to a ballroom dance event and dancing with multiple partners. The first partner, Neptune, is intoxicating and has a style on the dance floor that makes you feel like you're in a dream. The second dance partner, Mars, smells and steps on your feet. You don't ever want to dance with them again and actually avoid them for the rest of the evening. And the third dance partner, Jupiter, makes you feel like Cinderella at the prince's ball. You feel cared for and supported on the dance floor. This partner is both providing a wonderful dance experience, but they are also looking out for you while they lead you around so that you don't crash into other couples. The experience is biblical and you feel like your prayers have been answered and you have a higher purpose. Dancing never felt so right. So we are in a planetary waltz. First Venus, then Mercury, and then the Sun are the stars of the floor. What houses these planets govern and where they are located in your chart will dictate what type of dance this will be for you. The moon will make her ingress into Cancer at 7:22 p.m. Eastern Time. The Cancer moon wants things to be comfortable, secure, and inviting. We may all want to participate in activities tonight that make us feel at home. Because of all the dis-ease we are feeling in other areas of our life, it may be hard to relax tonight, but it is important to take care of ourselves. So, tonight may be a good night to put everything aside and take a bath, a hot tub, or a nice shower. Watch a feel-good movie or play a game you really enjoy. Drink something warm and comforting. Let yourself be held in the comforts of home for the evening if you can. Over the weekend, the moon in Cancer will be making favorable aspects to all the planets in Scorpio and then Pisces, so the next couple of days may feel good. Try to enjoy them. The moon is, however, out of bounds again, and actually so is Mars. I will talk about what this means in the weekend report. For now, though, just try to enjoy the waltz of the planets as best you can. Let's move on to the card for the day. What is the guidance for today? Do wacky do. On this card, we see a silly bird upside down and looking at us through its legs. The moon is high in the sky behind it. The little instructions booklet reads, quote, "Originally, this was a tall, thin bird that rapidly peeked, not pecked, through many windows. Later, it was a tall, thin bird staring around itself at the dull, stupid life of the modern age. Finally, it assumed its present form." Unquote. I feel that this card is representing looking at the past in a weird way. This bird is looking behind them in a way that actually is hindering its progress to move forward. The moon in the background, I feel, symbolizes changing circumstances in life. The moon has many faces. She's new and invisible to us, then she emerges as a crescent and waxes to her full and glorious form, and then she wanes and dies away to a dark and invisible moon again. In this picture, with careful observation, we can tell that the moon is waning because the horns of the moon point to the west, meaning that the sunlight is coming from the east, and thus the moon is waning and getting closer to the sun. Here is a fun little poem by Christina Rossetti that helps us visualize this. O Lady Moon. O Lady Moon, your horns point toward the east, shine, be increased. O Lady Moon, your horns point toward the west, wane, be at rest. So because the moon is waning and this bird is looking behind them, I feel that what this card is trying to make us aware of is how we are looking at our life right now. The waning moon means we have had our glory days, our full moon phase, in regards to something in our lives, and now we are letting go of that and getting ready for a new beginning. If we have been looking at our past with too critical an eye, I feel that this card is telling us to lighten up and look at it in a different and unusual way. If we have already been looking at our life in an unusual way, maybe it's time to straighten up and look forward instead of back. I would love to hear what you think this wacky card means. Please leave a comment. I hope this is helpful. Until tomorrow, AstroMommy.
Today's horoscope was brought to you by the moon's transits in Gemini and then ingress into Cancer, Venus, Mercury, and the sun's trines to Neptune, quincunxes to Mars, and upcoming trines to Jupiter. Quick links and resources can be found at the bottom of the newsletter. Today's card was pulled from Morgan's Tarot, available on Amazon. If you purchase anything through the affiliate links that I provide in the newsletters, I will make a small commission, but there are no additional costs to you. I don't share or recommend things that I don't 100% believe in and use myself.